Today we are going to learn about SD card module. So by the name itself, we can get an idea about this, that this is an SD card module which is used to insert the SD card. So what exactly is this? It is like a tiny locker for our Arduino. It tells the Arduino to save information like sensor readings, temperatures, or messages, or it is like our phone saves the photo and video the same way it saves the values and temperatures and everything for the Arduino. What is SD card? So think of an SD card as a small notebook. You can write your information into it. You can read the information from it later, or it keeps the data after power is turned off. The Arduino and all, it keeps the data only until the power is turned on. But this module can keep your data even if there is no power in the module. So let us, understand what exactly are these part on this module. So here, the silver chip here is the SD card slot. This is where we insert the micro SD card, that is the memory card, we can say, uh, which will be used in our phones also. That the same will be inserting in the silver box. So now after this, we have many pins here. Unlike VCC ground, we have something like CS, SCK, MOSI, and MISO. So let us understand what are these. So CS pin is nothing but it is the chip select. So that is what it is meaning. So it tells your Arduino like, hey, I want to talk to you the SD card now. Okay, so it is like a chip select. It will select if there is many devices connected. This pin, the CS pin, helps the Arduino choose the correct one. And after that, we have a CSK, which is known as serial clock. So we can think of it as the heartbeat of the Metronome. Okay, so it tells both the Arduino and SD card when to send and when to receive the data. So basically, it works like a timing for this module as well as the Arduino. Without SCK, there won't be any sync from the Arduino or any device which you are connecting with the SD card module. And here we have is MOSI. It is known as master out slave in. So it means master means Arduino, which is the boss, slave means the SD card, which is the helper. So this wire sends data from the Arduino to the SD card. And for example, like Arduino is saying save temperature 28 degrees Celsius, or you can say that um, when there was save humidity as 0.5%, something like that. And after that, we have the same pin with the opposite commands, that is MISO. So that is master in, slave out. So here master was out and slave was in. Here the master is in and slave is out. So it means the wire sends the data from the SD card back to the Arduino. Like Arduino is asking the SD card that what did I save yesterday, and SD card will say 28 degrees Celsius or 0.5 percent of humidity. So that is what the master and slave out pen is doing. So we understood all these three or four pens, but what does VCC and ground do? VCC is for inserting the current all over the circuit, and ground is to carry out the negative current from the circuit. So without VCC and ground or any other pin here, the module will not work. So to work this module, we got to connect all the pins um, with the Arduino or any device which we are using. So here we have two chips. Okay, so first we can see that there is one black chip which is written AMS 1117. So this chip is a voltage regulator. It changes 5 volts, which is coming from VCC, to 3.3 volts, because SD card works safely at 3.3 volts. SD card won't will work, but it will not be safe for the card to work on more than 3.3 volt. So we can think of it like a water pressure reducer. And then we have another black chip here. This chip is a logic level converter. So Arduino usually sends 5 volt signals, but SD card likes 3.3 volt signals, right? So this chip will safely lower the signal to the SD card doesn't get damaged. And we can think of it like a translator between two friends who speaks in different language. For example, one speaks in Hindi and one speaks in English. So this can be a translator among them. So now the question is, how exactly does it work? So imagine a conversation which Arduino will say, I want to save this. And SD card says, CS will say, talk to the SD card. And CSK keeps everyone in rhythm, and MOSI carries the data to the SD card, and SD card will store it. And later, Arduino asks for the same data. That is when MISO brings the same data to the Arduino. And VCC and ground are like feeding pins for this module. Like these are the power pins for this make. So now the another question: what can you make from this? We can make temperature data logger, or soil moisture recorder, rain sensor history, or we can use a car journey recorder or home automation logs, any other projects which needs to save the data. So now it might look very much to understand, but we can make it easy. Like pins are VCC gives the power, ground completes the circuit, and CS will talk to SD card. CS will be, it keeps the clock and timing. The MOSI and MISO are, like Arduino to SD card and SD card to the Arduino. So, in one sentence, we can say that an SD card module lets your Arduino save and read information from memory card, just like your phone saves your photo. So now we understood about SD card module. So that's it for now. See you in the next video, Robot Builders.